Birdies and Bourbon show. Dan, they said no glass at the pool, so I opted for the Red Solo Cup today. And by the way, this holds a hell of a lot more liquor than those little Glencairns do. So I may be onto something here. I may be onto something.
You may be onto something there. Yeah, 100%.
Undisclosed location for those of you that are listening and not watching on YouTube at the Birdies and Bourbon podcast show. I don't know, whatever you want to call it. We would appreciate a like and subscribe. Undisclosed location. And we are getting a little bit of golf in this week. It's hot, Dan. It's hot. Damn, that bourbon. But I typically don't do this, but I'm opting to keep my bourbon in the cooler with the beer.
Oh,
okay. It's quite refreshing. It goes down real nice on a warm. What is this? Well, it's not summer. It's not fall. What does the PGA Tour call this? Because we've just coming off of a 3-week luxurious break in golf, and now we're on the the tweener circuit of the PGA Tour.
It must be.
We'll talk about. We'll get into the Fortnite and talk Fortnite. What is a Fortnite anyway?
Security.
I thought it was a game people played in. I don't know. Stay up all night. Fortnite. Nevertheless, we'll get to Fortinet in a minute, the championship, and Silverado. But before we do, a couple things, Dan, as I've been doing some lounging and relaxing and perusing through some local, I guess not local, but some let's call it celebrity news in the golf world.
Oh,
Ryder Cup's coming up in a few weeks. Oh, no, scratch that. Back it up. Delete this from, edit it out, back it up. Congratulations to the Joker.
Yeah.
Pulls off another major. I think he just become the oldest winner of the US Open, I believe.
He is the Phil Mickelson of the US Open. Yeah.
No. What do his calves look like? That's what I really, and we'll get there when we talk about this trip that Team USA just took to Rome. But congrats to the Joker, dominant force. How many more years do we got of Joker domination?
So I was wrong about this. I was talking to somebody yesterday about Joker, and he says he's going to keep playing as long as he's not getting his ass kicked by these younger folks and all that, right?
He's healthy, so why not?
Well, dude, here's the thing, right? So there's 4 majors a year. He won 3 of them this year. 3 of them. So like how long until he hits 30 majors,
was this 21 for him this year?
24. He's got 24 now. Yeah, the Kobe Bryant thing, right? So he's got 24.
So technically a season and a half. A season and a half, and we've eclipsed 30 here.
Oh.
I mean, it is definitely Tiger-esque.
Yes.
Then probably won't be matched in our lifetime. I don't know. Speaking of matching, how many majors is somebody gonna win? Congrats to Coco. She pulls one off. Her first major.
Yep.
Ever in her very young career.
Yeah.
The talks are already out. Is she the new Venus? Is she the Serena? Is she the Osaka? I don't even know why they're bringing her up. But I mean, good for Coco, I guess.
Good for Coco. She's got a good team around her. I think she's got Federer's manager or agent, and then that team is behind her as well. And she's got a great coach. And women's tennis is a weird one because you and I watch it, and we like tennis and overall. We watch it, but it's one where you don't want to be this. You do want to be the Serena, but you don't want to be in any of the other ones because, man, we talked about it with Matt Wolf, the mental issues in women's tennis, man. They can't keep it. They're talking about 20-year. Oh, Coco said, you have 20-year careers now. From a physical perspective, yes, you can. From a mental perspective, can you last 5 years?
Yeah. I mean, the social media craze, right, and just the access that we have to these individuals. Yeah, I mean, it's a lot. I mean, I sometimes, Dan, when I get up in the morning, I look at myself in the mirror and I'm like, I don't know how I do it. I don't know how I do it.
I know,
but I keep it together.
Usually, it's a morning sipper.
Well, it indeed.
Yeah. Let me ask you this. I was thinking about this too. So, we watch a lot of basketball and football and baseball.
Don't get me started about fucking football. Holy shit. Go ahead.
I know. Well, I was thinking about it. Like the U.S. Open, I mean, star-studded events. Like you got McConaughey and Jerry Seinfeld and
Professor Galloway.
Professor Galloway was there. He was there, and all these people there.
I think he was with Ben Stiller. I think
he was with Ben Stiller. Yeah, but they got all these people. The only reason my picture was on TV is because I was sitting between Ben Stiller. But what attracts these people to go to the U.S. Open? Because you and I've talked about this, right? So we talked about golf versus tennis and all this stuff. And tennis in the U.S. doesn't have, like, from a 12-month perspective, people don't talk about tennis here unless it's the U.S. Open. And then they all show up. I'm like, it's a sleeper kind of sport where they get these stars to come out for the majors, but nobody talks about it afterwards. It's like Christmas.
So it is kind of like Christmas. How many shopping days we have left, by the way? 134. Yeah, head over to birdiesbourbon.com and grab yourself a shirt or a hat. I mean, why not? So shameless plug, but here's what I think it is. I think the US Open is it's the rich man's, it's the one percenters Kentucky Derby. I mean, you don't hear shit about horse racing until we get to, I mean, the Derby, of course, right? The Derby's turned into a big party. It's a big, it's an event. And then, for the Triple Crown, I mean, you get a little bit for the other two races, but you don't get near the hype that you do for the Derby, right?
Correct.
It's the same thing. You got everybody showing up, everybody getting dressed up, everybody getting their picture taken. And I think the appealing part is I think you show up and it's at one location and you you park yourself in your suite. You've got the cocktails flowing, the food's there and ready for you. And you just look look ahead. It's like, look ahead like the sheep, man. Everything is right there. All you got to do is sit around and get drunk. Try not to piss anybody off. Mm-hmm. I know sometimes it's hard, but not the getting drunk part, the pissing people off part. But I think that's it. I mean, I think it's, if you go to a golf course, you go to a golf event, I mean, you're out in the elements. Is it hot? Is it going to rain? You're going to get hit by a ball. I mean, there's all kinds of things that could happen there.
And there's a fashion thing going on too, right? We saw Fleetwood at Wimbledon, right? And he's got his hat on and everything. And I think there's a fashion element there too. So I don't know. It's just kind of one of those sleeper things where you don't hear a lot about tennis, and then all of a sudden everybody shows up, and it's like, everybody. And record attendance this year at the U.S. Open in New York. And I think that if we're going to thank anybody, it would be SAG being on strike. These people have nothing to do. They
have nothing to do. It is. I don't have anything else to watch. What am I going to watch now? I've made it to the end of Netflix. What am I going to watch now?
Made it to the end of Netflix. I mean, probably getting unemployment too, and they could just use that employment to buy the tickets.
We're now to the point to where we're having to watch shit in French. It's like, I don't speak French, but I'm watching it anyway. There's nothing else on.
So let me ask you this, and I was talking to somebody about this too, and you don't want to talk football, and I get it, but.
Oh no, I do want to talk some football.
So last night,
we're supposed to be talking about golf, by the way.
What's the difference? That Monday night game was on ABC. Like, is it just because there's nothing else to be put up there and they have no other shows that they're going to start putting it on ABC again? Because it was only on ESPN for like the last 5 years, wasn't it? For Monday Night Football,
it's going to be questionable. I hear the Manning stock is going up. Manning cast is definitely on the roll.
So if Roger Goodell and I don't even know who's running CBS now, want a bright idea during the middle of the strike, it would be Tuesday Night Football.
Harvey, isn't it Harvey?
Tuesday Night
Harvey
Football.
Running it? Is it Harvey?
It's Harvey. That's right.
Tuesday Night Football. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if they put Tuesday Night Football on and then Wednesday Night Football, would that be considered like a scab kind of thing? Would they get in trouble with Hollywood?
Well, I mean, they're not paid actors.
That's a good point.
I mean, the script writing, the script is literally being written right before your very eyes. This is live scripting. So I think we're good. I mean, shit, Joe Buck, he can't be doing any worse. So I think they're fine. I think we're in a good spot there. And yes, Tuesday Night Football, I guess, is on its way.
We'll hold the rest of the football chat to the end of the pod. because I think people do want to hear a little about golf. So what you got there?
We will. Holy shit! Yeah, fantasy. I'm glad that the 3-week event, the 3-week break that we had, I'm glad that it is coming to an end, and we're now able to get involved with some golf betting because my football betting has turned to shit. You think my golf betting's bad? Whew, boy. Yes, we will chat a little about football at the end. But what we do have is we're heading to California. By the way, we should be here. We should be at Silverado at the North Course.
We should be. Oh, you know what? I drank a Cresta Cur wine last night.
Ooh, did you?
It was wonderful. Yeah.
I like that. I don't know if we brought any. We did bring some wine out of random bottles. I didn't really look to see what I pulled, but we may have brought maybe I brought the Pinot with us. Maybe I don't know. I'll look and see. If I did, I'll take some pictures and post them later. Instagram, Birdies _Bourbon, or you can find us on what do you call the other thing now? What do you call it? The X? Can you? Is the X? Is it the Twitter? The tweeter? What do you call it?
I think it's the X. It's the X. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, new logo coming out, by the way. I know I mentioned it a few weeks ago, but we're working on some different variations. But it's a little yellow bird. I mean, I thought it'd be fitting for a show called Birdies and Bourbon. Why not?
Why not?
Here we go. Silverado Country Club Fortinet Championship. It's been played here forever. It's very interesting, the cast that is going to be in Napa this week, and interesting from the sense of we got the Ryder Cup coming up in 3 weeks, last week in September. And we've got a lot of folks on the Ryder Cup that are going to be making their another appearance, I should say, at the Fortinet Championship.
Know me. I'm not the typical. I mean, when I'm not talking to professional golf personnel, I like to keep a good ear to the ground and hear what the general public is saying about the golf industry. And I was talking to somebody this morning, and he goes, I put $10 down on the U.S. team for the Ryder Cup just because it felt unpatriotic to put it on the Europeans. But doesn't the U.S. team just feel like a bunch of good old boys and their wives want to go to Italy together? I'm like, it's not a bad point. It's not a bad point.
Well, let me tell you who didn't want to go to Italy. Jordan Spieth didn't want to go to Italy because they were just over there. Not Jordan Spieth, by the way, nor and by the way, Jordan Spieth, we did have someone enlightened us as to why Jordan probably wasn't there. By the way, I haven't seen any news about the kid being born, but I guess his wife is expecting. So that's the Jordan Spieth reason.
That kid number 2 or kid number 1?
Number 2.
2? Okay.
At least, yeah. I mean, they do have one already. Here's what really surprised me, and I want your opinion on why you think these two individuals weren't there. Now, someone commented on our post on Instagram, Birdies _Bourbon. I posted a group picture, 2 group pictures actually, 2 team pictures. If everybody's not there, is it still a team picture? I feel like that's the reason that you've got a team, is because the whole team is there. Patrick Cantlay, no Patrick Cantlay, Xander Schauffele, no Xander Schauffele, and of course Jordan Spieth. And as mentioned, Jordan Spieth, wife expecting, which I haven't seen any news about the kid being born, so who knows? I don't really know why do you think Cantlay and Xander weren't there? So the comment
DNA test.
The comment was made that they didn't make the trip to Rome for personal reasons.
Patrick Cantlay, you are not the father.
I think there's a bit of a coup going on here. Let me say this. Let me tell you who was in the picture. Brooks Koepka was in all the photos.
I saw it, and then I immediately went to the Jamie Foxx on Howard Stern from many years ago. You got your little Louis bag, don't you?
I'm just saying. Is there any chance? Is there going to be trouble in the locker room?
Well, no, of course not. I mean, they got the best damn captain out there. They got JT. I mean, they had to have him on the team to settle everybody down. No.
We'll see. We'll talk about him in a minute because he is going to be heading to, or I guess, I don't know. He was in Rome, then he went to New York for the 9/11 ceremony, and now he's in Napa. Now he's going to heading back to Rome. I mean, his schedule is his travel schedule during the golf off season, all 3 weeks of it. It's a lot more hectic than his travel schedule during the golf season.
So we can stay on JT for a second. What was your thought? Why were they at the 9/11 ground zero? Were they looking for Cantlay and
there could have been personal events happening there. I guess I don't know.
Were they at the U.S. Open on Sunday? And
I didn't see. Now they posted a lot of pictures of Wimbledon.
Yeah. That's a good point.
When they were there, yeah. I didn't see any. I didn't see.
Well, they love that camera.
Do they? Especially now that they made the Ryder Cup team. So I don't know. That's a good. I didn't think about that. Maybe they did. It's like, hey, how are we going to justify the trip to the U.S. Open? It's like, we'll go by the memorial. It's 9/11. That could have been. That could have been. I didn't think about that, but that could have been a thing. I see that's why this Chat GPT is really working for you. Nick.
It's working out well. It's working out well.
But
yeah, I don't know why they were in New York. I mean, there's nothing up there right now, right? I mean, there's no.
Well, the U.S. Open.
No, I meant like from a golf perspective. There's nothing going on up there.
No. Unless that was a layover, and they just elected to go and hang out a few days. So it could have been a layover from Rome. They could have flown into where the LGA, probably, maybe JFK.
There's not a Ryder Cup jet.
Well, I mean, I don't know that it flies from Rome to Napa. That may be that may require like mid-air fueling. I don't know that that's in the budget. I don't know if that's in the budget. Could be.
I don't know why they're there. Well, I don't know where Cantlay and what's his name, Xander.
I think they just bitched out because they're like the Koepka guy is going to be there.
Well, they love Napa. Why aren't they in Napa?
I guess personal reasons. I don't know, maybe they got beef with JT too. Maybe they don't want to go because JT's in it. Maybe they don't want to answer quite difficult questions. The captain's going to be there. Vice captain's going to be there. A couple players are going to be there. There are a couple teammates, I should say. Maybe they don't want to have to answer the difficult questions. I don't know. So,
interesting.
Could be a thing. Yeah. Nevertheless, let's head back to the Fortinet. And we'll talk some more about JT in a minute. That's
what this thing's missing, though. That's exactly what this thing's missing. I mean, back in the old day, if certain individuals of the Ryder Cup team weren't going to show up to the pre-team events, Phil, being a man of his word, would have said, "Hey guys, get your bets in now because this might move a line."
At least that's what Billy Walter said in his book. Go figure.
Guess it's Fortnite.
Go figure. Fortinet Championship, just short of 7,200 yards. We're going to be on Poa Greens. This is, in looking at who's won here and kind of where we're sitting. I mean, Max Homa, defending champion, won here in 21 and 22, defeated Danny Willett, and Maverick McNeely were runner-ups. Vice captain, the man who has replaced Phil Mickelson as the calf man on the PGA Tour, Stuart Sink. Stuart Sink won in 2020. Harry Higgs, I think short of Harry Higgs going topless at that trashy championship in Arizona, I think that might be this may be Harry Higgs's his swan song. Cam Champs won here, Kevin Tway's won here, Brendan Steele has won back-to-back tournaments here. And again, this thing, we've had some renditions. We've been Fortinet, we were Safeway, we were Fries.com, but it's been played at Silverado for quite some time. So I think course history probably says a lot about and the back-to-back champions that have won here. But it's been Bombers, who Ryan Moore's played well here. Brant Snedeker's played well. Tony Finau was second here in 2017. So it's really, I mean, yeah, I think the distance here is going to definitely benefit anybody. They're going to be able to miss fairways. Fairways are small, not going to matter. They're going to be able to miss them. POA greens going to give people a lot of challenge. They're, just the grass, it's going to change throughout the day depending on if you're late or early draws. I don't think there's a lot of rain happening right now that's occurred in Napa over the past few weeks. So probably we're going to wind up at a birdie fest and, could easily get into the 20 under or better as we get into the weekend. What we're trying to do, Dan, is we're trying to get 6 players in our DraftKings lineup and move them into the weekend to have a chance to, we got to make some money this year, man. We got some things happening with the show. So let's head over to our friends at fantasynational.com and let's see where we're going to allocate our salaries for this week's Fortinet Championship. FantasyNational.com. Last 24 rounds. I don't know. I don't know where we're heading here. It's so $10,000 and better. Who's playable and who's not playable?
Well, Max is playable. I mean, he's won this thing a couple times already. Is this he's going for the three-peat? Is that what we're doing?
Three-peat.
Going for the three-peat. So T9 at the Tour Championship, T5 at BMW, T6 at FedEx. I mean, that's strong finish to the season right there. I mean, those are playoffs events. So strong, yeah. I mean, that's very strong. And you asked me earlier, am I taking Max Homa? And I think he's focused on the Ryder Cup right now, but he looks pretty damn good.
So that's what gets me right in the $10,000 and higher range. I mean, to me, what looks attractive, what looks real attractive. I mean, there's only 4 players, right? The 10,000 and higher, and I mean, JT at 13%. Now, I mean, model ranking, he doesn't rank out that well. Struggling off the tee. We got a lot of missed cuts. Didn't make the playoffs. Did get voted onto the Ryder Cup team, but it is that everything that's been going on that we just talked about, trips to Rome, trips to New York, flying across the country and across the world. I think I don't know what to think about this. I mean, if JT shows up when he tees off in Napa, if he misses the cut at $10,500, just picked as a captain's pick for the Team USA Ryder Cup. I mean, Zach Johnson, I mean, he may get booed in Napa.
It's a good point.
I mean, this is, I mean, the card has been played. Like he's going to Rome. And is this a tune-up? I mean, are these guys riding high? Are they feeling it? Are they coming in on a heater? Obviously not by their past performance, or JT at least, or most recent performance. But if I'm going to go anywhere, I mean, I think I've got to go. I got to roll the dice with JT at 13% in the $10,000 and higher range. I mean, nobody else is taking it. Why not? Why not show up and play well?
I'm with you there. He's definitely there to prove a point, right? JT is. Max is there to try to get the three-peat. I'm a little scratching my head about Sahith being priced at 9,800 and below JT, like $10,000 below JT. I'm like, I mean, shouldn't Sahith have better recent form than Justin Thomas?
Well, he didn't get picked for the Ryder Cup.
Oh, no. Ryder Cup bump.
Ryder Cup bump. Okay. I don't know that I need to go anywhere in the $10,000 and higher range. I mean, it's probably there. I mean, if you do, you said it. I mean, common sense just says, hey, go Max Homa and go let it ride. I don't know that either of those are going to happen for me. So I think I'm probably steering clear of the $9,000 range. I mean, so you mentioned it, right? So let's go to the $9,000 range. Is Sahith Theegala, is he playing considerably worse than anybody in the $10,000 range? I mean, I like the course for Homa, obviously. JT, I think this is his first time playing here. Stephan Jaeger, I don't know. I mean, is Sahith considerably worse than Jaeger? I don't think so. I mean, the course is going to set up really well for Cam Davis, but is he considerably better than Sahith? Recent form? I don't know. I don't know that I can make that argument.
No, I think Sahith and Eric Cole are a great place to start your lineups for sure.
Yeah, so do a lot of other people. So yeah, but I think too. I think that I think Sahith at he's well below 20% owned. I think Sahith is probably the place to start. I think Bo Hostler, he's had a decent run here at $9,300 and 6% ownership. I mean, I don't like paying $9,300 for one Bo Hostler, but I mean, from an ownership standpoint, I may get talked into it. I mean, shit, who else in the $9,000 range? I mean, the numbers aren't horrible. Off the tee looks pretty good. Distance isn't going to hinder anybody here. The course is short enough. It's not going to be a challenge. I think Bo at 6% could be a lean for me.
Yeah, I'm good with that. I mean, the ownership's definitely attractive there. Off the tee, like your point, banger, bomber, whatever you want to call it, that's going to be 100% there. Yeah, I think that's a good point. Good choice there.
Banger. That's going to be me for the afternoon round today. I think we're only going to be able to get 9 in, but that's me.
Okay.
Cool. Afternoon banger. Well, I mean, we got like half a bottle of whiskey we got to drink, so we got. Yeah, I mean, you don't know what you bring it. You don't even taking shit home. Who else do we like in?
Hold on. What is the whiskey of choice on the golf course of the afternoon? This is Birdies and Bourbon.
Indeed it is. We are actually drinking Lone Rider.
Nice.
Today we're having some Lone Rider, and we're gonna have them on the show coming up in a couple of weeks. They sent over some bottles, so we're gonna get on and do some sampling up in your neck of the woods. Lone Rider is. So
yeah, we had Lone Rider when we were at Pinehurst earlier this year. It's a great on course. It's not poor. Yep.
Fantastic. Yeah, really getting into it. Really getting into it. All right. So who else in the ninth? So he's 8,000. I don't know. I mean, Brendan Todd. I mean, maybe I could probably go there. JJ Spawn. I mean, I don't know that anybody's any better than anybody else in this range. I mean, Andrew Putnam's getting some love. Played pretty good, so Putnam could be off the tee. He's he's struggling a little bit, but I think Putnam could be could be a play. But I'm with you. I like Cole. I like Sahith. I think that's probably a starting point, and then we're probably going to have to go well south of there after that. So,
yep.
What are we going to do in the $8,000 range with your boy? What are we doing with him? What are we doing with Weber?
Well, I know he likes wine. So yeah, it's probably. I think it's probably a safe little play to throw him in a lineup or two this week and just kind of see if we can get that season kicked off right. I mean, he's here for a reason. He wants to get ahead in the points and have a good year. I mean, I don't see any problem with giving him a shot. What do you think?
I think he's here for the same reason JT is. I think he's taken the opposite. I think he's taken the opposite approach of what one Bucky Fowler has done over the years, and it's like no. Here's how. Give me the weakest fields of the season and sign me up for all of them.
Yeah, we know Weber. I mean, he's a top caliber guy. Just hadn't had it, the recent form in the last couple of years or whatnot. But there's some injuries in there, and whatnot too. But to your point, I think he's a player.
I mean, he looked fine at Wyndham, right? Finishing T5. So I mean, this course probably is maybe Sedgefield-esque from placement and distance. So maybe I'm probably not leaning on Weber this week, and I'm probably in the $8,000 range. I'm definitely going. Now I could start my lineup at $8,700 and I could run it through $8,400. Akshay Bhatia.
I like it.
Finally, he's going to get some love after his. I don't know. Was that a fake victory? What was that? I mean,
no.
I mean, I know
it was a victory, and then he came in second in Mexico, and yeah,
T9 at Barbasol. He did miss the cut at the Wyndham, but I think Akshay, this is a field where he can show up and he can perform. Akshay, Justin Suh good track record here, so I think Suh's a play. And unfortunately, everybody is on our man Chez, and 20%. But Chez still may be a go for me, man. I think that could be that could be a play.
Yep.
Hubbard. I mean, I think this could turn into a good spot for Hubbard. I think he's had a little time to rest, so maybe so. Here's the guy that at $8,100. I think he has to go in our lineup, and I think we will absolutely see him play on the weekend. It's Cooch. I mean, he's just journeying along, man. He's just showing up, getting it done, and just below him, I think. I mean, at 22% ownership, I think we probably got to play some. Exactly. I think we gotta play. Show me the money, baby. Show me the money. I don't know what we got to play. Ghim at 22%.
That's high. He is model ranked number 1 on Fantasy National and looking good. I think you have to. Do you think you have to?
I mean, he ranks number 1 in the field, strokes gained tee to green. Ranks number 1 in the field in our model, at least, from ball striking. 6th off the tee, 5th in approach, 7th putting, and I think that's where we're going to wind up here, right? I mean, this is going to be. You're going to be able to miss fairways. Approach is the greens are small. I mean, I think we have to. I think that's a play for us. And I don't think I need anybody else in the $8,000 range. $7,000. Anybody jumping out at you? We're probably going to have to go here. So,
I was right on Streelman there a minute ago. He was right at 8,000, and some interest there. He's been playing pretty well, right? So, I think Streelman's a good play here too. So, 8,000. I mean, Peter Quest, right? T45 at Wyndham, T50, model rank 4th. What do you think?
I think Quest is going to be. I think he's a play. I think we got to go here. I think he's on the short list of we're going to see. We're going to see something out of. I think it's Quest. Is it Quest or Quest? Quest or Quest?
I don't know. I thought Quest.
Quest or Quest?
Like guest Quest, but I don't know.
I think he's a play. I think I think we're having drinks delivered.
People asking for autographs over there.
I don't know who's watching, but I think I think they're delivering cocktails. I love this. I think this is fantastic. Let's see. Yeah, so I think Quest is a play. Hold on, I'll be right back.
Okay. Let's see down here. Garrick Higo's been kind of on a tear lately. A 3M, T13, the Genesis Scottish. He was T19, John Deere T21, T33 at Rocket. I think Higo at $7,700, model rank 28th, projected ownership 9.3, and with that ball striking off the tee at 3rd in this field, I think an 18th in putting. I'm going some Higo here.
I think that they thought they were delivering the drinks to Cooch. They were worried about the tip. They wanted to make sure the tip was adequate. I'm like, no, yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah. Yes, I'm with you. I think Higo's a play. I think that's I can get behind you on Higo there. I think that's a good one. Dylan Wu, I think, is interesting here.
Hold on. Before you get too far down there, what about Cam Champ? Because he's a past winner here, and he just pops on these courses that are just some of his favorites out of nowhere.
Okay. The deciding factor. Will he be wearing matching shoes or will his shoes be
depends on the tip.
We're just the tip. I mean, everything looks like shit. Okay. I mean, he's 4 out of the 5 past tournaments. He's missed the cut. I'm out. I'm out.
Okay.
I'm out. So is everybody else, by the way. He's probably gonna win the damn tournament. So
that's my point.
Another victory. Another victory
Exactly.
for. But by the way, what's the trophy for Fortnite?
I think it's that thing, that logo. It used to be a wine barrel.
Is it a remote control?
It used to be a wine barrel.
For the game. I know, but I'm just saying. What you want, a wine barrel, or do you want a remote control that says Fortnite on it?
I want a full wine barrel. Is what I want.
Me too. I want to. Let's crack that baby.
That's right.
And let's drink it as we speak. Didn't Rom get loaded here a couple of years ago?
Him and Phil. Cost me. It was my one and done too. I'm like, weak field. John Rom coming out of the gate. Nope. What's it called? The French Laundry got him with old Phil.
It was the French Laundry. He must have what Monday nights, that fried chicken night. Yeah. Let's see. All right. So no, I'm totally out on Cam Champ. Who maybe do they have Bojangles in Napa, by the way?
I don't think so.
Speaking of fried chicken, and fried chicken and biscuits. So do you think Bojangles ships him the fried chicken and biscuits? Do they try? I don't know. Do they travel well?
It could have been Bucky and JT bringing it to him from New York.
It could have. Do they have Bojangles in New York?
I think so.
They should. If they don't, I mean, I think they should.
I think it would go over well.
So I mean, oddly enough, I might sprinkle around on Chess and Hadley here. I mean, I could see like I don't know what the top 40 number is. I'll take a look in a minute, but I could see like Hadley. I think Sam Ryder is probably a good pick here. Yep. Approach, he ranks second in our model. What is he? He's 15th in ball striking. He's 12th tee to green. So that's probably some direction for me there. So I like Sam Ryder. Maybe I'm thinking CT Pan might be a play. And what are we going to hassle the Hoff? Is the Hoff a go?
How much is he?
7,300.
I'm not down there yet. Other sink.
8th tee to green. Stuart Sink just below him, previous champion. I mean, here's the play. If you're going to play Stuart Sink as a past champion, then you got to fucking go back and play Cam Champ. You can't. Everything that I said about Cam Champ, you give him.
Are they the same size shoe?
Well, they're different flavors for sure.
Different flavors for sure.
And I don't know. Do you think the size of your calves reflect on the size of your shoe? Do you need a wider toe box with calves like that?
You might. I think Pan's a play. Yeah.
CT Pan, yeah, I think that's a play for sure.
The Hoff, I don't know about the Hoff. What do you think? Yeah, I mean, 29th off the tee in this field,
fine.
8th on approach. Looks good, yeah.
T12 at Wyndham, a couple of missed cuts. I mean, that's I don't know that they need to run away.
It could have been all that range talk with your buddy Adam Scott over there at Wyndham.
Could have been.
A little bit of coaching going on there.
Is McNeely not playing in this?
Obviously not. I think we would have seen him by now, right?
Well, I mean, yeah, he's not. That's and he was second here last year. What's up with that?
I don't know.
All right. Anybody else? And I mean, we got lots of noise. Harry Hall could be interesting. Aaron Badley, oddly enough, he ranks first in the short game, third around the green, fifth in putting here. What is this? I mean, he must just be a POA wizard, huh?
Must be.
Yeah, so POA's he's definitely gaining strokes on POA greens, if he's gaining strokes at all, by the way. But I'm not going there. I just thought that was interesting to see him ranking that high. All right, so Lanto Griffin could be another interesting play. Matthias Schmid, maybe. You know who I like it, and I'm going into the $6,000 range now. If you good with the 7,000?
Yep.
So $6,900. I don't know that I want to really invest a lot of money in 6,000 in the high 6,000s here. Scott Piercy looks pretty interesting from a straight up stat standpoint. But you know who I don't Zach Johnson. He's kind of on that bubble for me. If I don't, is he? I mean, should the course fit him? Yes. Does he have a lot of other things going on? I'm surprised that Zach Johnson's actually playing here. I mean, if they go, if Team USA goes to Rome and they get their ass absolutely dusted, a lot of people are going to be asking questions about why in the hell Zach Johnson is playing in the Fortinet. I mean, I get it. I understand why he's there. I mean, the course distance wise ain't going to hurt him. Around the green game strong. I just don't know how much interest there is for him to be there. And speaking of Zach's, I just mentioned it. Zach Blair. I think Zach Blair is going to be a play for me this week.
Yeah, that's definitely a play. He's been playing really good.
Yep. And Zach Blair might be. That could be a. That might be a bet for me. Maybe that might be my bet of the week.
I'm going to put Doc Redman in that camp too.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Both of those guys could pop this week for sure. Yep.
Yeah. Let's see. I need to here. Hold on. I need a number on Zach Blair.
So we're on Silverado Trail, right? Silverado Resort. Do you think we need to get the Cowboy, Jimmy Walker, out there?
This will be Jimmy Walker's last year, right? This will be he'll have to requalify, I think, after this year, unless he does something magical.
Yeah, could be the magical day, magical week.
I'm going to let you die on the Jimmy Walker sword. I think I'm going to take it. I'm taking Zach Blair over Jimmy Walker. Just saying, and that is a bold. That's a bold statement. That's a bold statement. Just so you know, hold on. I gotta find. I think Zach Blair is going to be a bet for me. I like Zach Blair like a top 20. Let's see if I can find a top 20 real quick. Anybody else in the $6,000 range? Kind of calling your name. Anyone down there that we can go to? Anyone that somebody's like, I gotta find somebody in the $6,000 range. Or anybody there that she's like, you know,
well, $6,700. You got Kevin Tway down there.
Okay.
Past champion.
Past champion. I can see that happening. Top.
I bet you the last time he won this thing, he was probably $6,700.
I don't know if he's ever been. Has he ever been higher than that?
No.
By the way, I don't see any action on Zach Blair 7-1. Maybe top 20 Zach Blair 7-1. I mean, it's not good money, but I might go there. All right, we're gonna throw a lineup together.
No Harry Higgs.
You know where you're at and where I'm at. It's as the week continues, it's going to get a little cooler. If he rips the shirt off, the nipples are going to be erect. I don't know. No.
What about Kiz?
Kiz has not been playing well.
Yeah, but he's had a couple months off now. His last event was Travelers.
What was he on? He was on the Foreskin podcast the other day. I saw him.
Oh, was he?
Oh yeah. He was on the Foreskin podcast talking about how fast he could drink Bud Light. I'm like, I thought Bud Light had a reputation these days. I don't know. So hold on. So since you're down here, I don't know. I mean, if we're going old, I mean, if you're going to play Hoffman and you're going to play Cooch and you're going to play Cam Champ, I mean, don't you kind of have to throw the Duff in there?
I do. I think you do. And he's not been playing terrible either. T20 at the 3M, Barbasol T24, John Deere 31st. I mean, that's not bad.
I mean, this is look at what he's playing with.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, think about all the people that we just named. Are they that much fucking better than Jason Duffner? I mean, if the Duff shows up and's hitting the ball, I mean, are they that much better? I don't think so. Jonathan Bird. What's Jonathan Bird? What did he? How did he finish the season?
A lot of miscuts.
Yeah, well, that's understandable. I can see that being a thing. Yeah. I ain't got much else down here. Then we got JB Holmes.
Do a lineup.
And there's always, you could always default. Wait, well, okay, yes. We will. Hold on just a second. Now this guy is bottom of the barrel. I don't know if he's not injured. This kid, holy shit, boys, he's losing some strokes. He hadn't played well since Corrales Punta Canas. Where are you? Where are you? What? He didn't play here last year? I'm that odd. Miscut the Wyndham. I was looking at Ricky Barnes just to see. Yeah. I don't think we can go Ricky Barnes. Yes. I'll be ready when you are.
All right, let's do one. You want to start? Who do you start? Want to start with? Ashke.
Yes.
Or Chez or who? Ashke.
Yeah, I'm good with Akshay.
Okay.
That's I think that's a play.
You said you wanted the Cooch.
I mean, I think we kind of got to, don't we?
Okay, let's do the Cooch. Who else you want?
Let's see. So where are we at? So we're at $8,300. So in the let's see, who do we like in the seventh? Everybody.
Mm-hmm.
What about Justin?
No, he. Well, wait a minute. Hold on. Maybe you're right. I might be confusing that. I thought we talked about. Maybe it was. Was it so that we talked about?
$8,600. Doug Ghim for sure. We talked about.
Doug Ghim, you want to do that?
Yeah, he's high ownership, but I think that's chalk we can eat. We can chew on that chalk, boy.
Mm-hmm.
What about Quest? Quest. What a Quest. You said you like Quest.
Yeah. All right, Peter Quest.
All right, 8,600. Chez is high owner. So let's think about from a win equity standpoint.
Mm-hmm.
So we're sitting at $8,600. Well, actually, we don't even need to think win equity at this point. We need to think who is in the 69. Oh, I think Zach Blair's a play. What's Zach Blair's ownership?
That's true. Let's do Zach Blair. It was low. It was
$6,800. It's got to be low, right? Ain't nobody fucking wants to play Zach Blair.
No.
But he's got his golf course done. He just finished up the Ringer again. Like he should be riding high and feeling me, man. All right, we got one spot left. $10,500.
It's like a match made in heaven.
I mean, do we?
Yes. That's cool. We gotta get one Ryder Cup guy on there.
All right. He's in. Ink it. What's your DocuSign looking like? Send it over. I'll sign it. All right, so we still got to get hooked up with the Chasing Daylight guys. We have not formally. So here's what I think we should do. I think we should. This is my first thought. Empty thoughts from an almost empty glass. It's a new segment we're going to be running pretty soon. We'll pick one and dones. I got to get it set back up. I think we can actually run two. I think we can have a side thing going. I think we're going to start inviting people in January for the Tournament of Champions. So that's where we're going to involve some other people. Chasing Daylight guys may want to do this one with us. I'll send it to them and see if they do. But that being said, who's going to be your one and done pick for this week, Dan?
This week I am going with Sahith. I think Sahith's got a good, at least recent form, and I think he's from California, right? With doing the Pepperdine, so yeah, I'm going with him.
All right, good play. I'm going for who was Rookie of the Year last season, by the way.
This last season, have they named it?
Who was Player of the Year for this past season?
I don't think they've named it yet, have they?
Okay, there is something fundamentally wrong with a sports league that can't define their MVP, can't announce their MVP, their Rookie of the Year before the season starts again. There are fundamental issues when you can't close your previous season out before you've already started your new season again. That's an issue. That's an issue.
It's an issue.
I don't know how people can't look at that and say it's not. I'm going to go with who I think PGA Rookie of the Year is going to be.
Mm-hmm.
He's no spring chicken, by the way. I'm going with Eric Cole this week. I think
All
Eric
right,
Cole. I think we got some win equity with Eric Cole. I think we've got a field of individuals that may or may not want to be there. They could have spaghetti on their mind. Maybe they're thinking about cocktails at the Jerry Thomas project in Rome, Italy. So yeah. What? By the way, you've been to Rome, right?
Yeah, I've been to Rome.
If you were going to Rome, this is I could have prepped you a little better. If you were going to Rome, and you were going to tell someone, if you're going to send someone somewhere, that could be a restaurant, it could be a site, it could be like a particular food to go get. It could be anything. Like, hey, you just have to do this one thing. What's the one thing you would tell them?
I don't know if I'm an expert on Rome though. I'm trying to think. I mean, I think obviously the gladiator thing. You got to go see that thing, right?
The Colosseum.
Yeah, Colosseum. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I agree. If you've never been to Rome, you at least have to go by the Colosseum. And you've got the fountain, you've got the steps. I mean, you got a lot of things.
Yep.
Let me tell you, if you ever go to Rome, Jerry Thomas project, maybe my favorite bar that I've ever been to.
Wow, that's a bold statement right there too. That's a big statement right there too.
I mean, I ain't good at a lot of things, and I am definitely not a professional at anything. But it is definitely top 3.
Wow,
ever of all time. But I don't think it even opens until like 9:00 at night or some shit. And when I'm and the touch points of a cocktail, there's a lot of touch points. It is if you were to drink, and they wouldn't make you this shit, but they do make it is an ingredient someday. But if you were to drink a Jack and Coke at the Jerry Thomas project, the liquor is not made in-house. It is not distilled at the Jerry Thomas project. However, the soda that you're going to mix with it, they make it in-house. Nice. I mean, where can you go that you can get a house-made soda?
That's good.
You can't. Or cola, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, cola. Yeah.
I don't know where you can. I don't know where you can do that at. Fan-fucking-tastic. Jerry Thomas project. You got to go. Tell them you're friends of the show. I'm a member.
That's right.
Allegedly, even if they have members. I don't know. All right, so we're gonna wrap it up. That's all I got on golf. I don't know. We'll see. Weak field once again. But I do want to talk a little football. Just a quick one.
Okay. Go ahead.
Holy Jesus.
Yeah.
I mean, as a Dolphins fan, Dan, you got to be feeling good about the Jets matchup. Except when you now see all the images of Tom Brady in a Jets uniform.
Old
number 12. Old number 12 making his way to New York. I don't know if this is, I don't know if these are Chat GPT images, if this is AI generated. I don't know. All I can tell you is I've seen the images. I don't know. I haven't seen a contract, haven't seen a DocuSign come over, but that's the rumor. So I had a shitty fantasy football draft. I picked in the 11th spot. It's a 12-team league. Damn, did it suck. I mean, it fucking sucked. Guess who my starting quarterback was?
I'm gonna guess Rodgers.
Yeah, you guessed correct. Okay. I mean, he didn't even.
And he probably felt good about that draft too. You're like, yeah.
I'm like, okay. I mean, at least I've got a veteran quarterback that's going to be able to go, and they're gonna throw the ball. Got something. Yep. Needless to say, Aaron Rodgers. It's bad when the best part of your season was before the season, and it's called Hard Knocks. That's the most time you're ever going to see Aaron Rodgers in a Jets uniform is on Hard Knocks.
That sucks, man. That really sucks. Yeah. It's kind of like taking John Rahm at the Fortinet.
I think I did tell you that. Was that 2 years ago?
It was 2 years
I think it was
ago.
2 years ago. I think I told you. I said this is not. Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. And you were just giggling over there, all giddy, like a schoolgirl. You were going.
That's like he's gonna lap this field. We've never seen a golfer lap a field before.
I'm gonna show you. Watch this. Oh yeah, watch this. All right. I mean, allegedly he was just drinking straight from the bottle at the first one. Like I don't need a straw. Don't give me a glass. Just pop the tops and keep them coming.
God knows.
Magnums, by the way.
Magnums. That's right. Magnums. Yeah. Crazy. Yeah, it's gonna be a fun.
It's gonna be all right. That's what I got. We got some cool stuff coming up. So we got Catoctin Creek coming up soon. So we're gonna be drinking their hot honey rye. I think I got most of that right. We got Lone Rider coming up. We got some tour players coming up. It's going to be a fun fall season for us. Be heading to Sweetens Cove at the end of September for the Road Sign Cup. So we've got a lot of friends and supporters of the show that'll be heading there with us. So that's going to be a good one. And I'm going to go drink the rest of this Lone Rider bourbon and get around to golf in at least 9. We'll see it. We'll see how it goes.
All right, man.
That's a wrap.
All right. Cheers.